The man was horrified to find that the hospital in front of him had suddenly turned into an alien experimental base. There was blood all over the ground. The man was completely stunned. Seeing the monster ahead focused on its work, he thought about slipping away quietly, but unfortunately, the creature still sensed him. He quickly waved his arms to drive the monster away. Little did he know that his actions had caught the doctor's attention. Seeing the monster approaching him rapidly, he quickly dodged. When he turned around, he unexpectedly found the monster carrying a bomb. He immediately rushed forward to snatch it. Then, he picked up the bomb and threw it at the monster. Instantly, the monster caught fire. He seized the chance and made a run for it. But he bumped into another monster. Just as he was trying to escape, yet another monster came running out from behind. He was so scared that he quickly backed away. Unexpectedly, the doctor was right behind him. The doctor and the nurse held the man down together, and he finally calmed down. But who would have thought that the next second, the hallucination struck again, and it was even more intense. He was so frightened that he passed out cold. Seeing this, the doctor immediately checked him out and realized something was wrong. He quickly dunked the man in ice water to lower his body temperature. Everything the man had seen just now was a hallucination caused by his high body temperature. The man was a game planner. While talking with his colleagues, he suddenly felt a sharp burning sensation in his hands, so he came to the hospital for treatment. Unexpectedly, the diagnosing doctor here, House, had quit his job due to some issues with treating patients, so the man's life was now in the hands of this doctor. Right away, the doctor gave the man a local pain diagnosis. The man objected and asked for a blood test instead. He suspected mercury poisoning and even showed the test results he found online. Turns out, both of them were wrong, and the man ended up annoying the doctor. He said that if the man still had any objections, he could transfer to another hospital on his own. Seeing the doctor was so tough, the man had no choice but to agree. But as soon as the treatment started, the man felt short of breath and had a tight and painful chest. After examination, it was found that the thickening of the left ventricular wall had caused these reactions. However, local nerve pain was ruled out. The doctor began to suspect that he had taken illegal drugs and went to his home to search. They learned that the man had observed the internal organs of birds up close for his game design, so they started suspecting he had contracted silicosis. But the guy said there was something wrong with his genitals, so they scrapped that idea. The situation was at a dead end, and they couldn't reach a conclusion after discussing. In the end, the doctor decided to treat him for thrombocytosis. However, the man's condition didn't improve. Instead, his lymph nodes swelled up. At this point, the man completely lost faith in the doctor. In a panic, his body temperature suddenly spiked, which led to the scene at the beginning. The doctor had to prepare high-dose chemotherapy. Just then, he suddenly remembered that the man had soaked in water for a long time like a sailor, but showed no changes. He rushed into the water immediately to stop the chemotherapy. The nurse got there one step ahead of him. She had already learned from Hans what was wrong with the guy. It was Fabry disease that caused fatty deposits in his organs, which explained all his symptoms. So, the man's life was saved, and Dr. Darshan finally realized his mistake. And that's the end of this story.